Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we just declared war on the galactic Uvzant autocracy, and I should probably tick forward a day here just to make sure that everything updates correctly. Okay, there we go. That's more like it. That's what I wanted to see, with the colored in areas indicating where we're at war. That's helpful to see. Okay, so we are in need of achieving war goals, right? So that's going to be a big deal. Status quo peace would give us the occupied locations that we have claimed, but would create a vassal out of the locations that we haven't claimed, is my understanding. So a status quo peace is theoretically acceptable. Eventually. Right now, absolutely not. That's for sure. We have this fleet that is in Tem, and I would definitely like to head over this direction, heading away from these guys for the moment. The Ninth Fleet requires orders. It has already successfully attacked here and will come take over all of this territory. Fantastic. And then from there, we'll head to, like, Rimok, potentially. This fleet can come out over this direction instead. Cool. Do I have anything else that requires orders? I mean, we've got the 9th Fleet up in Terminal Egress. It barely exists. The 59th Transport Fleet is getting ready to head into Bristol, and we should probably move it to here. There we go. And how powerful would this be to land on? 167? That doesn't seem bad. Okay.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
So the 9th Fleet is chilling in Terminal Egress, right? And it is not a very powerful fleet. I would like to move the 9th Fleet over, like, this direction. It should be okay. If we leave it in Terminal Egress, it is likely to be attacked there. So we're not going to do that. That'll be fine. So how are we doing on our attack on Bristol?
Enemy station.
It has fallen. So that is, or actually not quite. We're attacking an orbital ring right now. Okay, sure. It almost looks like we're not attacking the orbital ring, but it's attacking us.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
And that's largely what was happening. Okay. Well, we're going to definitely bring this fleet in to land on Darkic. There we go. And apparently we don't have a leader here. We'll go ahead and recruit one. There we go. And yeah, you can clear all of that. That looks good. Fantastic. So for the time being, this seems completely fine. Completely and totally. The 6th Fleet is out over this way and can head into Pithora. From here, we can honestly hit all of these locations. That looks great. The 1st Fleet is in Iriani right now, and I'd like to head down towards Dongar. That is an awkward route to take, but it's because of this FTL inhibitor here. Sure, that's fine. Cool. So we're looking to take over a lot of territory, right? No doubt about that. This month tick is occurring, and eventually it will be done. There we go.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
And we're going to go ahead and reinforce our fleets. Cool. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the galaxy right now. What I'm most curious about is these guys. Okay, they're chilling over here. Is it their plan to go attack the contingency? Because if so, that would be magnificent. We're not going to worry too much about this until more of our fleets are freed up.
Has begun. Beginning attack run on enemy station.
So that'll be fine. We've got a lot of fleets underway right now. Nobody requires orders at this moment. I'm a little concerned about our food situation. I think we'll get there eventually, but with this month's tick going on, we will, of course, have to wait for that to finish. There we go. And as soon as the autosave is done, I do realize that we haven't gone through our jobs this episode. This will probably be the only time we go through the jobs, so let's just get this done really quick here. Okay, it looks like there is nothing to be done. Cool. So we're going to need to go down to our military fleets here. And there we go.
Initiating ground assault. Victory shall be ours.
Excellent.
Beginning attack run on enemy
So we're
station.
going to have a lot of locations that are fully occupied by us very soon, right? No doubt about that. And
Our
we are
warriors
absolutely
are victorious.
dominating right now.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Visiting entity. Welcome to Winkwart. Whether this visit is your first or your 100th, we are glad to facilitate your appreciation of the gardens. On behalf of the Outon caretakers and in accordance with Directive WAPP-715, I ask that you refrain from harsh intrusion upon the biota of planetary designate Winkwart Ardum. Failure to comply with our guidelines will diminish the survival odds of all concerned. Okay. So that's in Winkwart. How can we help? Guidelines will be delivered to you imminently. Okay. Responsive, non-destructive use. Okay, so there's a custodian that will make it more... Actually, that'll be pretty good for a bureaucracy output. Okay. We can definitely make that be a unification world. This is fine.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
We'll keep an eye on that, but for now, yeah, I like it. That's absolutely okay. So this fleet requires orders, and its orders are basically, well, wait for the month tick. Eventually, month tick. Any moment now. There you go. We're going to head up to Robalius, and from there, we're going to head this direction.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
So that looks reasonably fine. The 20th fleet requires orders, and at this point, its orders are basically to come out over this direction.
Beginning attack
Our
run on
transport
enemy
fleet
station.
is done. So this is fully occupied down here. This is fully occupied. I think we should come up over this direction and potentially land on some of these. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Looks good.
Beginning
So that'll
attack run
give
on
something
enemy
for our
station.
armies to do. Excellent. So there's 0% war exhaustion on either side right now. That is certainly noted. The 4th fleet requires orders. It is done over here. There's nothing else for it to do. So it should probably come out and attack like Samduran. Sure. We may as well clean up that front. The 7th fleet here is going to make its way... Well, we're already pushing in over this direction, right? So the 7th fleet can head over to Rimok.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Cool. The 5th fleet requires orders, and it's going to want to push through here. Oh, that's interesting. It's auto jump driving. Okay. Fascinating. I didn't have to manually order that jump drive. That must be a quality of life improvement. I'm not sure how much of a quality of life improvement that is, though, because of the malice.
Beginning
We'll
attack
have to
run
keep
on
that in
enemy
mind,
station.
that it works that way. So we're going to push down to Keenis and then into Diomia. Looks good. And this will
Beginning
be
attack
absolutely
run on
great.
enemy station.
The 3rd fleet is, of course, pushing up to Sismak, and that seems fine.
Battle
We'll be
is
landing
joy.
over here shortly.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
And the Uvzant are taking absolutely huge losses right now. There's very little that they can do about this. Very, very little indeed. Our fleets are going to require
Our
orders
warriors
soon.
are
Specifically, the 5th
victorious.
fleet already
Enemy
requires
planet
orders.
conquered.
It should be attacking over here. Come on over. You can do it.
Beginning attack run on enemy
We should
station.
also queue up reinforcements, and we will as soon as this month tick is over. Any moment now, month tick. There we go. Okay, so we'll reinforce that, and we have these terraforming worlds done. So let's go ahead and colonize those, although we're going to need...
Beginning attack run on
We're going to
enemy
need alloys
station.
for those. So we'll wait on that, and we'll just get rid of these notifications for the moment. Cool. So we're winning a lot of engagements right now, right? These guys, as far as I can tell, have no fleet. Their vassals
Beginning
have a
attack
fleet.
run on enemy
But as far as I
station.
can tell, they themselves have basically none. Which is remarkable. The 6th fleet requires orders. It is done out in this area. Beautiful. Go grab Hell's Maw. The 5th fleet requires orders. It is going to push up this direction now that it can do that.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
And eventually it's going to want to head over to Bingwin, but it can't get there right now. Okay. For the moment, this seems fine. Month tick is occurring. So we're going to look at these terraformation completions. We're going to get them colonized. There we go. There's one, and there's two. Cool. So that's all good. Next up, is there anybody that requires orders?
Run on enemy station.
Actually, yes, this army does. And they should be moved over to... Did they already land here? Yeah, that's occupied by us. Okay. We're going to land over in the Apok Roost. Sounds good.
Beginning
Any fleets needing orders?
Enemy station.
No. Not at this moment. So that's looking good. The Ancient Cavitation Collapser has finished up. Let's go for the, Ancient Defensive Web Slinger. Yeah, do it. I like it. We'll have to evaluate all of those new parts after this war. I don't expect this war to take all that long at this rate, to be honest. That said, war exhaustion is still at 0, so there's that. 3491 for achieving our war goals. We'll get there. A bunch of fleets suddenly require orders, and we should also reinforce our fleets. There we go. The first fleet is done down over this direction. We could just head into Tausigny, and so we shall. The third fleet is going to push back past Sismak into Mathrop. There we go. The 7th fleet is done in this area. So we can redirect it to go up to, like, here. Looks good. The 6th fleet is done in this area. So that can be redirected to where? Here. Cool. The 4th fleet is done here, and that can also be redirected. Where would we want that to go? Like, out over this direction, or reinforcing up here? Most likely. So why don't you head down over this direction? The 9th fleet is not very strong, and we're going to send it over here for now. The 20th is going to push down this direction. Ooh, that's actual fleets. Okay, so we would be endangered there. Do we want to do that? That's definitely dangerous. Let's backtrack over to Pala Orlin, and we will group up with the fleet that is coming in over this way. That is the 4th. Okay. There we go. We'll go ahead and do that. I'm going to minimize our civilian ships. They are quite irrelevant at this moment, and this way we can hopefully see, yeah, we can see our military fleets and our armies at the same time. I like it. So these guys are currently
beginning attack run
engaging
on enemy
here,
station.
correct? Yeah, they're engaging here. So that looks good. The 8th fleet requires orders. It is virtually done in this area, but why doesn't it head over to Saradin? That'll be fine. The 7th is going to head over towards Peya. Looks good. And the 6th is complete over here. So we know that everything is already done over this direction, right? So we can send the 6th over to Pala Orlin as well. Looks good. Cool. So that's all fine. Month tick is occurring here. There we go. And we are going to continue to reinforce our fleets. We're taking a few losses here, but we're reinforcing faster than we're losing. So that's a very, very good sign. And to be honest,
enemy station.
These guys are not doing well. I'm a little surprised they're still at 0% here. But 3469 now for their acceptance reasons. Cool.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
What's going on over here? Okay, this is an Alpha Canis. These guys are going to have to retreat. They came in via this gateway. So we're going to need to retreat here, and we'll go ahead and do so. Oh, we've got a month tick. As soon as the month tick is over, we'll retreat. There we go. So we're out of there, and that's fine. I'm not too concerned. The 7th Fleet will be back shortly.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
Our transport fleet here requires orders, and it is going to head into Starry Perch. That is 0 strength, so no problems whatsoever there. We will have to attack up over here as well. The 20th Fleet is ready and waiting in Pala Orlin. That said, these guys have all popped down over here now. So what if we were to take these 3 fleets and head up into Alpha Canis instead, chasing these guys around via the gateways? Hopefully we'll be able to catch at least some of them. The 20th was apparently not included in that order. I don't want the 39th or the 38th here. But these... that's only 2 fleets. The 20th, the 4th, and the 6th. For some reason, it's not selecting the 6th. But that is... this one. Okay. Head on over. Cool. So the 5th Fleet requires orders. It is done in this area. It's going to have to jump drive out, I believe. No? Apparently not. Okay, that looks good. So in that case, I would like it to come down over this way as well. The 8th Fleet is over here, and that is reasonably fine. I'm going to send it to reinforce up over this direction, like so. The 6th Fleet is done here. I'm going to send it to Pala Orlin, along with the 7th, who is done here. The 1st is going to need... that's where they popped out. Fascinating. I feel like that's reasonably fine. They may be coming over to attack us.
Beginning attack run on enemy station.
For the moment, let's have these guys simply enter orbit of this gateway.
Initiating ground assault. Victory
That
shall
is
be ours.
definitely going to be an interesting thing there. We've got this month tick occurring, and eventually
We have established
it'll
a
finish.
new
There we go.
planetary
Cool.
base.
We'll go ahead and reinforce our fleets, and we're keeping an eye on this situation for the moment.
Our
We're
warriors
preparing
are
to deal with it.
victorious.
There's definitely a lot of them here now as well. Okay, so it's pretty much just the Sarbaretan Imperium that's the problem, right? And they're not really a problem. We're just spread out. That's the only real issue here. And we're working on grouping that together. So these guys are grouping up at that gateway. And these guys are just chilling here for the moment. So I like it. These were heading over this way. Right. I want them to instead come over to this gateway here. So go ahead and enter orbit there. And we had a couple of other units out over this way that had similar orders, right? Yeah. Just come over here and enter orbit of this gateway. That's probably sufficient fleets right there. Probably. This 9th fleet is just chilling. It only has the 8 units. Let's go ahead and send that back to Seoul for now. It probably could use some safety. So that'll be fine. The 7th fleet has arrived back at Seoul, so that looks good. Okay, so as expected, these guys are attacking Tau Cygni. I'm not surprised about this. Not surprised in the slightest. We have forces that are on their way over, and I'm going to have these guys come on over here as well. They'll arrive there in 12 days. You guys, stop it. And month tick. Okay, come on, month tick. You can do it. There we go. Get back here. Cool. So we're going to have a bunch of ships over here. We're going to fight them here. And this battle is likely going to be lost. This is fine. We're kind of baiting them into a trap here. Okay, so the 4th fleet requires orders. It is over here, yes. These are all okay. I like it. So all of these fleets, every single one of these, are going to come down here. And they're going to come over to Tau Cygni and relieve this. Beautiful. So they are
cowards have destroyed
these
one
guys,
of our
we're going to keep them
spaceports.
here and fighting for as long as we feel like it's viable. Realistically, we should probably withdraw now before we take too many losses. So that's okay. All of these forces are on their way in. Beautiful. The 6th Fleet should be coming here as well. Come on, 6th Fleet. You can do it. The 3rd Fleet is in Sismac, which for the moment is fine. We're going to head over to Perseus. We're going to need a large force to attack here. So we'll wait on that.
The conquest of a new world has begun. The conquest of a new world has begun.
So all of these forces, as soon as the month tick is done, are going to head into Tau Cygni. And we definitely expect to win this. We have a large concentration of force here. So all of these guys are heading on in. They're going to be a little bit separated,
attack run on
unfortunately.
enemy station.
One of our units is a
Battle
decent
is
amount ahead of the
joined.
rest. But there we go. We're heading in. Cool. We're going to take losses. Absolutely we are. But we should do fairly well here. And this fleet is just chilling for the moment. So, do we have any other fleets that need orders? The 78th is, or was, getting its reinforcements. Okay. The 9th and the 78th are probably going to pal around. They're both pretty low in terms of their ship count. Okay. So, we are busily fighting over here. We fully expect to win this. And they're going to have a very hard time replenishing these forces. Which will have a reasonably easy time replenishing ours. Our losses here are actually pretty minimal thus far, except for this 1st fleet, which was a little bit gung-ho, but that's fine. Cool. Month tick is occurring. And we'll see what the damage ends up being here, but it's going to be reasonably extensive. This fleet will definitely need to go repair. So we're going to send this fleet to repair, and these other fleets, all of them... Well, we are going to grab this starbase. Come on over. You can do it. There we go. Now we're starting to head this direction. And, oh, these guys are going to repair here? I didn't realize they could repair here. If they're going to repair here, then all of these forces are going to want to head into Mathrop. So for the moment, we're going to position here. We'll arrive there in a few days, and these guys are going to head there as well. Cool. I do want the 1st fleet to be back soon enough. When would that be? Literally right now. Okay. So the 1st fleet is going to get its repairs. That seems okay. And of course we win in Tau Cygni. No major problem there. Then we're going to go attack Mathrop as soon as we are able to. This army does require orders, and this is now fully occupied by us, so we should head in over this direction. We can't land on that because that's being colonized. Okay. So we're going to want to come in over, say, here instead. That's being colonized as well. Never mind. We're going to want to come in over this way. Yeah, that'll do. Beautiful. They've jumped into Perseus here, and it looks like we were slightly caught. We were attempting to back out of there, but they got there at exactly the right time, which is sad. We're going to retreat here as soon as this is ready, and it'll be fine. Eventually, 4. Okay, let's get out of there so that this goes a little faster. 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. So we're out of there, and we have this force that is actually able to attack Perseus, like, right now. Right now. So let's go do that. We are lacking a society research, and we should probably be getting ancient shield overchargers, I guess. We'll head on in here, and we will continue to reinforce our fleets, of course. There we go. So this is going to be a pretty big battle.
Battle is joined.
And we're all there. Beautiful. Okay. So this is going to be a very big battle. Let's go ahead and turn on our edicts for this battle. This is kind of the big one. So, exotic gases for shield boost, volatile ammunition, volatile explosives, volatile reactive armor, and focusing crystals. There we go. So that boosts our numbers up pretty dramatically, and let's see how this very laggy battle plays out. Our artillery is definitely doing a lot of damage right now. Cool. We also finished up this terraforming world, which we should go ahead and colonize. There we go. We'll continue to work on reinforcing our ships. We're taking a kind of awkward path here, but I guess it's okay. Cool. There's a lot of ships. What are we shooting at up here? Like, literally nothing? Is that just the point where misses are going to? I don't know. That's weird. I don't know why we're going up here. Hopefully that'll get turned around in a moment. Can we actually engage them, please? That would be nice. I mean, they're taking huge losses here. Absolutely huge. They're not dealing with our little ships very well. I think that's pretty clear at this point. So, we already did this world, right? No, actually, we didn't. No, we didn't. Never mind. Ignore me. Cool. So there's definitely some losses happening here, right? No doubt about that. But we're winning this battle.
Initiating ground assault.
I think. I think we're winning this battle. I'm pretty sure. These guys are just kind of chilling up over here. But we do have a lot of long-range ships that want to sit back and bombard with their artillery. These guys are taking very heavy damage. And it's largely because they're kind of engaged on their own. And these guys are just kind of chilling. Okay. Well, we're going to re-engage here, and we're starting to take out their fleets. So that's a good sign. Like, this fleet is incredibly weak. There's a lot of disengaging happening. They're not really disengaging their fleets full on, though. I'm thinking about disengaging this one. And I think we should. So we'll disengage just that fleet. Our others are all grouped together and should be fine. At least in theory. Okay, they're starting to disengage their fleets. Beautiful. This fleet is getting very aggressive. But that's okay. They have very little left, realistically. I still don't understand why most of our fleets are chilling around the star. It makes no sense to me. Like, we have a lot of short-range weaponry. Can we get in? That would be nice. Apparently not. Only one fleet at a time, it seems, is allowed to attack. Okay, sure. Whatever. We're winning this battle. Objectively. But we're taking heavy losses due to this incompetence. I have no idea what's going on up there. Like, we need to get in and attack with our matter disintegrators. They're plenty weak. Get in there. I think there are a number... Are there some of their ships up here? No, we're just chilling. Our ships are just chilling and letting them attack us. I don't know why. And then when they get close enough, we peel off and start to eliminate them, but not before. This battle should have been over a while ago. But we're just not engaging. Like, get in here. We can't order them to move in. They're just kind of doing their own thing. But
the conquest of a new world.
Yeah, that's insane. I have no idea why they're chilling up here.
Our warriors are victorious.
Like, this fleet at this point has to retreat. It's been so long that it has to go. It's been on its own for that long. Now they're starting to move in on us a little bit, and once they do, they get absolutely demolished by our short-range weaponry, but we are only sending out one fleet at a time, and I don't know why. It's very strange. I have no explanation for this. This behavior is bizarre, but we are definitely winning this fight in theory, anyway. In theory. If only these guys would actually attack. Like, this is not how Stellaris fleet combat is supposed to work, guys. Let's get in there. No, they're just hard chilling. Yeah, there goes an admiral. See, the moment they get into range, they just get mauled. Absolutely mauled. Like this. When they walk in, our short-range weaponry just destroys them. But we're not attacking them. We're just sitting at the star for no reason. Like, this is absolutely bizarre. We've got a bunch that we can spend here on restoring. And I guess we can send in, like, the first fleet here to go reinforce this. Like, get in there. Maybe you'll actually do something. We can send in the 9th fleet as well. Maybe you'll actually disturb this enough that it'll get finished. This should have been over a long time ago, but we're wasting most of our firepower. This is costing us way more than it should. Because we're just obsessed with flying in circles around the star.
Established a new planetary
doing absolutely
base.
Nothing. Well, we're going to bring in reinforcements here, and that should fix the problem, I hope. And hopefully it doesn't recur. That would be the dream. But this has definitely cost us a lot more than it needed to. Thanks, Stellaris. Okay, now this fleet shows up. It's also making a beeline for the sun. I don't know why. But at least it has long-range weaponry still. So we're taking some of these out now. Okay, these guys are actually attacking. I wonder if it has to do with this transport army here. Maybe. The battle's finally over, and at this point, we're gonna need to go repair. No doubt about that. We didn't lose a lot of the ships that it looks like we did because they merely retreated. They didn't actually have any... They didn't actually get destroyed, right? So that's fine. We're going to go retreat back to Sismach and repair. But it is time to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue our war here. And we hopefully won't have any more super awkward battles like that one. We did win, but it could have been a lot better. There's no doubt about that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.